Welcome to Story Behind series, where today we'll be covering William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie. If you haven't watched the previous Story Behind covering William Afton from the game, we recommend you to check that video first, as it will be a better viewing experience.
I always come back.
William Afton, also known as the Yellow Rabbit, is the primary antagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's film. He was the co-owner of Freddy Fazbear's pizza place before the closure of his pizzeria following the disappearance of 5 children. He has since taken on the name Steve Raglan and acts as a career counselor. William Afton is a serial killer who primarily abducts and kills children. Early in his murderous career, one of his victims included Gary Smith, the younger brother of Mike Smith, who would be haunted by the memory for several years. At some point during the 1980s, he would establish Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place and use it as a front to murder 5 more children while wearing a yellow rabbit suit, stuffing their corpses inside the restaurant's animatronics mascot to avoid further detection. His daughter Vanessa would become traumatized by her father's actions, and eventually, the incident caused Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place to be shut down. The movie does not reveal his motives for doing so, and will likely explain this in potential sequels. In the movie, William is not the one who raised Mike, as Mike is seen with a different father at the same time that William abducts his brother. Instead of Elizabeth, William's daughter is Vanessa. William would have to have known the name of the boy that he abducted in order to recognize that Mike was his brother just by seeing the surname.
I am just trying to figure out who you are, Mr. Michael. Coffee?
William learned the name, and whether or not he had any prior interaction with the family is not expanded upon in the film. Going into hiding, Afton took up the alias of Steve Raglan, a career counselor based in Minnesota. Curiously, Afton is able to exert a degree of control over the lost souls of his 5 victims, making them blind to the truth of their deaths and manipulating their vengeance against others.
Wake up, children! I have something for you to play with! This is gonna be so much fun!
As Raglan, he meets with Mike in his office to offer him a security guard position at the worn-down pizza place, and recognizes him from sharing Garrett's last name, though he maintains his friendly demeanor and gives Mike advice on the ins and outs of the restaurant.
Security system dated but fully functional. Floodlights on the outside, cameras inside and outside. Fair warning, the electricity is a bit iffy.
William Afton reappears during the climax of the film after Mike survives 4 nights with the aid of Vanessa and his sister Abby. On the 5th night, Mike and Vanessa manage to rescue Abby from the animatronics by disabling them with taser equipment, but they are prevented from leaving by Afton, who has donned the spring Bonnie suit. Mike attempts to tase him, but the weapon has no effect, as he brutally beats Mike and orders the animatronics to rise again to do his bidding. Vanessa holds Afton at gunpoint, at which he takes off the suit's head to reveal himself as having posed as Raglan. He easily tanks a gunshot from Vanessa and staves her off, ranting about how she and Mike could not have just stayed quiet about the horrors within the restaurant. But while he is distracted, Mike recognizes that Afton is somehow in control of the animatronics, and knowing Abby also made friends with them, implores Abby to make a drawing that will reveal the truth to them and turn them against Afton. Though he moves to stop her, Afton's arm is grabbed by Vanessa, who tearfully declares that she won't let her father make sport of another child. Afton stabs her in return, slightly shocked at his own actions before turning back to Abby. However, he is too late. Abby rips off the drawing on the wall depicting the yellow rabbit being friends with the 5 children and replaces it with her drawing of the yellow rabbit, killing them with a blood-stained knife. The movie follows the same law as the book titled The Silver Eyes, in that the children possessing the animatronics are unaware that William, while wearing Spring Bonnie, murdered them. This is shown by how they obey and help him until Abby shows them with a drawing the truth about their demise, causing them to turn on William. The truth is finally revealed. Afton's control over the animatronics shatters completely, and Freddy and the others turns towards the madman with clear expressions of rage. Afton moves to kill Abby in retaliation, but his path is blocked by Foxy. Afton screams at Foxy to move, but the restaurant spotlights activate and blind him, dramatically exposing him as the animatronic source of agony. As the animatronics surround him, Afton goes on another rant, deriding the children as little more than rotten beasts.
Look at you. Look at the nasty things that you have become. Look how small you are. How worthless you are. You are wretched, rotten little beast. I made you.
But Chica cuts him off when she throws her robotic cupcake at him and it bites into Afton's suit, causing the spring locks within to malfunction and fatally pierce into his sides. In his desperation, Afton declares that he always comes back
I always come back.
and redons the rabbit suit's head before collapsing from his injuries. As Mike and Abby haul the unconscious Vanessa out of the restaurant, the gathered animatronics' eyes turn red and Foxy hooks Afton's shoulder, dragging him into a back room to die. In the final scene of the movie, Afton is last seen after Freddy's has broken down to ruins in the storage room. Still twitching and whining in pain even in death, he reaches out to the ghost of Golden Freddy to help him, only for Golden Freddy to close the door on him, leaving Afton to live forever in pain inside of the animatronic suit, just like his victims. So how do you think of Afton as a character in Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Let me know in the comments below, and remember,